The ultimate case of mood whiplash. After everything we've been through last night, we're greeted by this cheery song of all things. Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Persona 3 FES. Previously, we went through the latest full moon operation, and while we were successful in taking down the next two shadows, we unfortunately lost a friend. Shinjiro was killed by Takaya after he sacrificed himself to save Ken. Man, I don't want to go back to the dorm today. And like Junpei's alluded to, today we're gonna have a meeting back in the dorm about the one other person that was heavily affected by this loss, aside from Akihiko. It is unfortunate, but not many students are saddened by Shinjiro-san's death. Apparently, human relationships are quickly forgotten, except in our case. Oh man, I guess if you only knew what mourning and grieving was actually like, then you would understand better. Let's speak to some of the other students to see if they have any other thoughts about this latest tragedy that took place. Well, aside from this particular student, who seems to be still focused on the culture festival. How insensitive of her. But we can talk to other students about various events that have taken place throughout the year. Just like we're doing right now with, well, supposedly with Shinji's passing, but apparently not a lot of these students missed him that much. Let's speak to these two. Shinjiro was always around. Shinjiro would always hang out around there, right? Too bad for him, but I'm sure he was up to no good too. I heard about that Shinjiro guy who died the other day. You know that area, right? Where all the thugs hang out? I heard they were all scared of Shinjiro. I wonder how bad he was. Unfortunately, Shinji's legacy at the school might forever be him being labeled as a thug when we knew him so much better. But, as we saw, Akihiko awakened to a new persona. His persona essentially evolved, as to put it in lack of a better term, or awakened, whichever term you want to go with. His persona changed from Polydeuces to Caesar. But we're not going to focus on that right now. We're going to head to the Velvet Room first, because as a full moon has passed, there are new requests now available to us from Elizabeth. So, as tragic as this Shinjiro thing is, we gotta move on. It's gonna be hard to do though. So one new request I want to select is number 79, bring me a Sengoku era helm. I think we know the one person at Gecko High who has such a thing. And number 38, I like to try sushi. I heard there's a food in your world called sushi. I'd like to try it someday. And that's all the requests I want to accept at this time. So with this Sengoku era helm thing, we'll have to head to the faculty office to speak with Mr. Ono, since of course he is the only teacher that does wear such a thing all the dang time. There he is. He's wearing a fine helm. Oh, it's you, Makoto. Did you have a question about my lecture? Hey, what are you staring at? Is it my helm? Could that be it? Is this really happening? Whoop! That's a discerning eye you got there, boy. Isn't this helm great? Isn't it? This guy is so full of himself. Considering what happened recently, he's still all concerned about his helmet. It's a historic masterpiece Masamune had since he was young. He goes on and on about the samurai like he always does. So Masamune gave his helm to his vassal before he departed. Such generosity. It's as if he foresaw his fate. And there he goes crying. And that's why I couldn't possibly part with it. I could give you something else from my personal collection though. One with no connection to Masamune. Any helm would do. I don't really care about which ones has any historical significance. I just want a helmet, please. You enjoy the tales of Masamune. You feel that your knowledge of history is deepened. So coming here wasn't a total waste of time. our academics did increase if you did need a thing, if you did need such a thing to keep getting points on. If you come to the faculty office again from tomorrow on, you may be able to get a helm from Mr. Ono. This quest is gonna go on a lot longer than you think, but we'll get back to that when we get back to that. But the main thing I want to tackle today is not gonna be at Gecko High. The person we want to hang out with is gonna land us all the way at Iwa Todai Station. There's a certain athlete that we haven't seen in a while, and I think it's high time that we do get to visit him again. We only saw this guy, I believe, once throughout the summer break, and that is Mamoru Hayase. What's up, Makoto? Well, I'm not really looking at you, I'm more concerned about those bikes next to you. I'm probably thinking about stealing one, but you're not gonna tell anyone, are you? Well, you barely know me as it is, so you probably would. But this was the only reason why I kept Nandi, despite the fact that I do have a better win persona. I do need a matching persona for this Social Links Arcana. Unless we're heading to the ramen shop again. Well, after the night we've had, we need some cheering up, and this might be the best place to try and find that. Man, this is good stuff. If I had the money, I'd get some for Mom. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that, huh? I get to eat for free here. Really now. Not just here, but any restaurant in the whole strip mall. They're all supporting me. I'm the only one who can eat as much as I want, whenever I want. Cool, huh? Kinda jealous about that, actually. But I feel kinda bad about taking advantage of their sponsorship, so sometimes I pay the bill anyway. A star athlete and very humble too. Someday, I'll pay them back for everything I owe. But for now, I gotta keep letting these restaurant owners spoil me. Hey, might as well take advantage of that as long as you can. Until you pay them back. Someday I'll be famous, and then I'll be the one sponsoring them. Not gonna lie, Mamoru, I'm kinda jealous about hearing that. But really, there's no pressure to it, is there? Well, I'd be lying if I said there wasn't any. But you gotta have some pressure to keep you motivated, right? What matters is how you deal with it. I can agree with that, actually. There's no pressure, you got no way to be motivated, and that way, you just won't be motivated to do whatever you want to do. Who do I consider to be my biggest rival? Well, it can't be you, I barely know you, with all due respect. I see myself, really. Hey, that's deep. I guess we get down to it, we're all our own worst enemies, right? You know it. And you know it too. I always try to strive and improve, so that's why I see myself as my biggest rival. There isn't really anyone left who I want to compete with. The other guys in the club can't even keep up with me. You're that good, huh? I guess if you're getting sponsored by all these shops in this strip mall, then that should be a testament to how good you really are. Hey, you should put more effort into Kendo Team. If we work together, we could push each other even further. I have this feeling we could drive each other to the limit. I'll be sure to keep working on that, Mamoru, as he recognizes our potential. Considering this guy is so good that all the restaurants are sponsoring him and letting him eat at their restaurants for free, that should be a testament and a huge sign to how much that statement holds merit in Mamoru recognizing our potential. Still kinda jealous he gets to eat anywhere he wants to without having to pay a single yen. We'll probably see each other in between training sessions. Later. We'll see you soon, Mamoru. You take care.
You all know the reason we're gathered here. We need to discuss how to deal with Amada. I've already consulted the chairman. Aegis, bring Amada here.
Understood. It's my fault. When Shinjiro-senpai told me he'd be late, I thought it was strange, but I said nothing. If only I'd listened to my intuition.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Fuka.
It's not your fault. If anyone should have realized it, it should have been me.
I knew this wasn't a game. But I never thought it'd end up like this.
There's no point dwelling on the past. Shinji's last words were, "This is how it should be." He was a hell of a guy. He even faced death head-on. That's why from this day forward, I'll face things head-on too.
That's cool, man.
Senpai.
Allow me to report. Amada-san is not in his room.
He's not?
There are indications that the window has been pried open.
Ken-kun! Wait, Fuka, do you know where he is?
Well, no. But we can't just let him go off on his own, right?
So where do you plan on looking?
I don't know, but we have to find him. He must feel so alone.
Fuka.
You, of all people, should understand. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Now let Ken do what he wants. Bringing him back won't change anything. And we can't keep treating him like a kid.
Akihiko.
It's his choice. He's the only one who can decide how he's gonna live his life. The same goes for all of us.
Wow. Now, Akihiko seems to understand Ken's headspace right now, considering that he was probably the closest of everyone here who was close with Shinji. That he probably understands what Ken must be going through right now. So Kenku does have a place to stay, huh? You should have been more understanding. I wonder what he's doing now. Well, wherever he is, I hope he's safe. There's a lot of dangerous people out there. Chijiro-san was so cool. He said, "This is how it should be." Those were his dying words. Would you be able to say that? I don't think I ever could. Same here. I can never say that. I want to see what the other options are now that I'm curious. Wow, I can never say that. Wait, no, not that. Not the triangle button. And what was the other one? Huh. No way, dude. I can never say that. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag, but I actually switched all my personas to Sakibitama because I ended up forgetting to record this part. Because stupid me was just, I guess, too tired from that whole tragedy thing that I forgot to press record for this part of the storyline. So that's why I have Sakibitama instead of, I think it was Thought, who was the one that who was the one that ended the fight from the last full moon operation. I lost my temper, said all those things to Yukari-chan, but I'm really worried about Ken-kun. I know how it feels to not have a place to belong to. I'm pretty sure Ken is safe wherever he is. Ken must decide what is best for him. It is a difficult decision for such a young person to make, but I'm not worried. Ken has a strong will. I'm confident he will make the right choice. I think so too. Ken is a smart boy. I am unable to assist you in this matter. I will stand by until further notice. That's all we can do right now, I guess, is just wait and hope for the best. We can't expect for Ken to come back. That's gonna be up to him to decide. When he really attended school, he was often spotted at the crime scene. Police believe that it must have arisen from a dispute and are questioning local youth. And they only knew the truth about all that. Okay, since it's Monday, I guess I'll go back to my room and go to sleep. But first I'm gonna say, because a lot just happened the last couple days. Can't believe I'm going to sleep knowing that Ken is somewhere still out there. Well, I guess that's the only thing we can do is just wait and see what decision he makes. In the meantime, we'll have to sleep in and improve our condition. Because that full moon operation did take a lot out of us, like it always does. You're no longer tired because you rested. Already after school, huh? Well, as long as I'm here, I might as well go back to the faculty office to see if Mr. Ono's there again. I am trying to get that helm from him, or at least a helm. Not the one he's wearing on his head right now, because we did see the other day he's grown quite attached to it for various historical reasons. But when we go into the faculty office, he's not there. He seems to have stepped out, coincidentally. Miss Miyahara, the math teacher, is here muttering to herself. Let's see, if I put an average of 2 hours of overtime, factor in the mean age, a little spice here, here, and here. Of course, this person's offered her own world of math, as you've already learned from seeing her past classes. I think even she's starting to stump herself. She's been calculating her income. She's probably wondering that she doesn't get paid enough, I bet. Oh, hello there, Makoto-kun. Did you overhear my calculations? Well, kinda hard to not notice that since I'm right next to you. Isn't my use of pi in that equation a daring move? Sure, it may not have been strictly necessary, but it's a question of elegance. You understand? Wakari Mashita-ka? I'm gonna sound like Miss Teriuchi there. We sit close to one another. I assume you're here because of your discovery. You discovered the beauty of math, right? Look, I may like math, but that's not the reason why I'm here. Don't assume that the reason why the whole world revolves as it does and functions as it does is solely based on math, Miss Miyahara. I think you need to get out more. But we listen to the secret of falling in love with math, not that that's any use to us, because we'll get some useless academic increase. Mr. Ono doesn't seem to be returning, so we decided to give up for today. This is what I mean when I say that this request will take longer than you think if you're playing this for the first time. This is gonna go on for a little while, but at the very least, if you haven't maxed out your academics yet, you'll get a little bit of an academic boost every time you do go to the faculty office. From now, or at least from the time when you accepted the request, to when you actually get the helm. So it's not a complete loss in going to the faculty office very often when you do have this request activated, because you will get some benefit out of it if you don't see Mr. Ono. But I want to go back to Iwatani Station to hang out with Mamoru Hayase again. Hey man, wanna grab some chow? Yeah, I would like to grab bites. After what I've been through recently, I kinda need a friend to hang out with and just take my mind off of things. We're heading to the beef bowl shop this time. At least we won't have to buy anything since we are with Mamoru. He pretty much knows all the restaurant owners, so we may not have to spend a cent in trying to get some food. I'm going all out and ordering extra beef. Well, you do you, Mamoru. You and Mamoru ate beef bowls together. You get a lot for your money here. It's been a long time since I was able to spring for extra beef. I wonder if he actually did pay for his own helping of that extra beef. Buy some for them too. Who do you mean exactly? I could be suspecting it could be your classmates, your teammates, but who do you mean? My siblings, I mean. I've got 4 of them. Oh, so you're not an only child then. Can't imagine what it's like to have that many siblings though. Our apartment's pretty small though, so we have to pack them deep. Yeah, that must sound tough, not gonna lie. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how hot it gets over the summer. I can only imagine. That must be unbearable. That must make you want to run out and exercise every day just to get some fresh air. You probably don't know this, but my father died 5 years ago. Man, what is up with our socialists just having deceased relatives or deceased people? I guess his car fell off a cliff. I'm not fishing for sympathy or anything, I just thought you should know. Well, I guess we can relate on that aspect because, remember, Makoto did lose his parents 10 years ago as well, so at least we can relate when it comes to our family situations. I honestly can't relate to how chaotic it must be for him at home because I don't have that many siblings. I'm actually the older of 2 brothers, and that's about as much family as I can handle. I'm perfectly fine with just having like a family of 4. My parents, my brother, and myself. That's all I can handle. That's good enough for me. Oops, running late. I think the preschool is gonna be letting out soon. See you later, Makoto. I guess he really does look after his siblings if he's gonna jog off to preschool then. He must be going to pick them up. That guy is very dedicated to his family and his athleticism. And it looks like we're getting a call. Ah, from Elizabeth. I think I know what this might be concerning about. I'm calling to inform you of a change in Tartarus. I believe a path that was blocked is now open. I thought you would like to know. As always, I am thankful that I have this knowledge in mind now. And thank you again for the safe wishes, Elizabeth. I'll do my best.
You look half dead. What are you doing here?
When Mom died protecting me, no one would believe the real reason for her death. To this day, it's still on file as an unexplained accident. That's why I wanted to make it clear. I thought that's what she would have wanted. Maybe then she'd finally be at peace. They said he died by some violent crime, right? No one knows the truth, just like with Mom. And once again, I'll be left behind.
The dead are never coming back. You have to accept that. You're on your own now. I'm not here to drag you back. You can stay in this place until you die if that's what you want. But if you still have the will to fight, then come back and stand on your own 2 feet.
He's right. I've known it all along. I've just been lying to myself. I was consumed by hatred. I couldn't face the thought of being alone. But that's exactly what happened. All this time, I've just been running away. I made up my mind. Shinjiro-san, I'll see it through to the end. I'll be okay now, Mom. Goodbye.
It's already been a day.
Yes, it has.
So, where's Akihiko-san?
He said to leave Ken-kun alone, but I don't know. Maybe we should look for him.
What's your opinion? So you agree with Akihiko, then?
I can't wait any longer. I'm going right now to...
Oh, Ken-kun!
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried. You were?
Amada, are you able to fight?
Yes. I won't run off again.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
It's all right. We can trust him. Jeez, don't make us worry like that, okay?
All right, I'll talk to the chairman. Get some rest.
So Ken found the resolve to come back, and it looks like he's gonna be in the fight with us for the long haul. It's nice to see him back. I had a feeling he would make not the right decision, but what was the best decision for him. Gotta give some thanks to Akihiko though. He did play a part in, I guess, influencing Ken's thoughts that the dead are never coming back. He's just gonna have to accept that he has to move on, even though that people he loves are probably never gonna come back, like his mother. He has to face that. At the risk of sounding conceited, I was right. He has the soul of a warrior. I admire his fortitude. He is a very, very brave boy for someone at his age. I have confirmed the metamorphosis of 2 personas, most likely the result of Shinjiro-san's death. There may be more metamorphoses to come, so I'll remain in observation mode. So I might give you a little idea what what we can expect now going forward. He's so much stronger than I am, dude. I'd be so depressed. Probably for like 3 days, or maybe even a week. But just one day? Jeez, he's nuts! He's able to resolve his feelings rather quickly. And Koromaru must be happy to see Ken back too. All eyes are now on the cultural anthropologists who predicted the recovery of apathy syndrome victims. So far, all of their hypotheses have been correct. Many are happy to finally have some concrete information about the syndrome. One of the anthropologists is now trying to pin down a clear date for the next victim to appear. I for some reason can't say that anthro word correctly, and I have no idea why. I thought I would be able to, but I'm having a lot more trouble than I should. Here's Ken. You don't want to be alone, Ken, but I want to see what you have to say. I'm really sorry about what happened. You could have said no, but you let me come back. I'll make it up to you guys. Shijiro-san too. Well, I say that you're more than welcome to stay for as long as you need, even if you're in this for the long haul to the very end. I wonder where Akihiko is. He's probably back in his room. Or not, he's probably out and about. Well, at least Aki and Ken have finally been able to resolve themselves about Shinjiro's death, and are looking to move on with stronger heads and stronger hearts. And I think that's all we're gonna do today. A lot has happened the last couple of days, and we were able to get not one, but 2 personas have now metamorphosized into stronger personas. So next time, we're gonna continue pushing ahead and going forward. We do have midterms to worry about now. Those are coming up fast. So as much as we want to grieve, we gotta move on. After all, like Shinji said, this is how it should be. Until we meet again, farewell for now.